join this live pay-per-view. And we're going to start off the second half of the show with Xavier Fate, Camp Fate, as he takes on the Madness of Trip.
Well, get it right, Jimmy, because this guy deserves a little bit more respect than you're giving him right now. This guy has been playing mind games with Trip and really kind of getting himself into trouble. I mean, he's trying to play mind games with a guy who is absolutely nuts in Trip. I don't know if you're going to come out as a victor in that.
Yeah, nobody plays mind games like the Madness of Trip, except for maybe Xavier Fate. These guys have been battling now since December, and it's not just an ECPW, Phil. It's in other promotions as well.
Well, it's going to be a good contest here tonight. We'll see if Xavier Fate can back up what he's been talking about on social media. And that is spreading a Camp Fate, as they say, or as he says, across East Coast Pro Wrestling, and we're about to get his opponent, the champion, Trip.
States champion.
Well, Trip's got a call following in East Coast Pro Wrestling. We've seen him take that belt, Jimmy, off of Rotmare at the Legion, I believe. And he's been holding it ever since. These two, like you said, have worked in different promotions. And we'll see what happens here.
Standing in the corner, holding up that U.S. Championship belt. Like we said, that he took away from Rotmare.
And look at the concentration of Xavier Fate. He is ready to go, Jim. He's ready to take that title tonight.
Yeah, he wants that title. He wants to take that away officially this time instead of just stealing it. And we're about to get this match underway.
Now Xavier Fate wants 1 second. And see, look, perfect sportsmanship by Xavier Fate.
Yeah. He's just another psychological game that he's playing on Trip here tonight. Phil, like we said, Phil, these guys have been battling not just here in ECPW, but all over the East Coast. Not just for the ECPW US Championship, but just fighting each other in general. You know, and Cryptic Keegan, like you said earlier, showed up not too long ago to help Xavier Fate. So, you know, where is this feud gonna end up?
Well, I mean, I would hate to know the mental depths of where these guys are going, but I mean, you got to look at Xavier Fate, an accomplished wrestler, trying to take on Trip, an accomplished wrestler. This would be a good match. Xavier Fate, if he just stuck to his athleticism and worried about wrestling matches and not being in mind control of Trip. I mean, can you even gain the control of Trip's mind? Has he even gained the control of his mind? The guy's out of his mind. I mean, he doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. But somehow there's always a method to his madness.
Well, you know, he is a few crayons short of a full box, if you know what I'm saying, Phil. He's a little bit nuts, he's a little bit out there. But in a way, so is Xavier Fate. I mean, he's taken his game to a whole nother level. Ever since that match in June with Lance Anawahi, he put on one spectacular match. And ever since then, I think that went to his head thinking that he is probably the biggest superstar in his own mind here in ECPW Showcase.
There's no doubt about it, Jim. He walks around there like he owns the place in the back.
There's Xavier Fate, the knees right to the back. And And a big kick right to the spine.
Earlier on the East Coast Pro Wrestling Showcase Facebook page, we've seen a picture from our social media guru taking pictures. And we've seen a look over the shoulder of Tripp as he watched Xavier Fate talk smack about him right up here in the broadcast booth, Jimmy. We can actually say now, we're in the broadcast booth.
For once, when we say we're in a booth, we are actually in a booth.
Feels more like a hotel.
Tripp with some back elbows trying to get out. Grabs Xavier Fate's leg and pulls him down, going for looks like a figure four.
On Fate, screaming in pain. He realizes he needs to get to the bottom rope.
Fate trying to grab.
Oh, see, that's an intelligent move, Jim.
Uses Sonny. Throws Sonny right into Tripp. Yeah, that's right. That's a pretty innovative move on the front of Xavier Fate.
Look, if Sonny can't keep his balance, that's not Xavier Fate's fault, is it?
Is Tripp back on, Xavier Fate back on the offense.
You keep control of this match, Jim.
Against Tripp. Fans behind Tripp here, definitely.
Xavier Fate sticking on the leg of Tripp. Xavier Fate told me earlier today that he has been looking and scouting Tripp all month. He's had several matches with him. He's been looking on YouTube for his matches, even going as far to go to some matches undercover and watch Tripp wrestle. I mean, this guy has gone to all the depths, all the lengths to be the champion here in ECPW and take that from Tripp. We'll see if he can do it tonight.
Tripp with some chops. Time to Xavier Fate. There's a back chop for good measure.
Yeah, Fate felt that one.
But, Xavier Fate's been pretty smart in this match. He's been working on that leg and continues to work on that leg. As you can see, Tripp was just shaking it out a second ago, trying to get some... There's a nice slam from Tripp with a 2 count. Tripp still with a smile on his face, though.
Well, some fans encouraging Tripp to take it to Xavier Fate. And he did just that with that slap, Jim.
Yeah, chops right to the chest.
And it can be argued that Xavier Fate's earned every last one of those. Being a thorn in the side of Tripp. Oh, what, for 3 months maybe even now?
Well, ever since December. I mean, ever since that night.
Yeah, longer than 3 months.
Xavier Fate stole that belt. I mean, Xavier Fate showed up in another wrestling promotion teasing Tripp with the belt that night. They've had a few battles, here in New York. And we just got another one here tonight, this time for the U.S. Championship. And a big clothesline from Xavier Fate.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Sonny Randall down for the count. Slow count by Sonny. If I'm not mistaken, both of these guys making their pay-per-view debut. Xavier Fate actually wrestled a dark match on a Dragon Gate pay-per-view earlier, I think 2 months ago. Looked impressive in that one. Not looking impressive right now is Tripp.
Well,
put that size 12 boot right into the armpit of Xavier Fate.
Yeah, Tripp just made Xavier Fate eat some feet. And another 2 count. As you hear the fans getting on Sonny saying, "Come on, Sonny."
Both these guys want to walk out the title holder, obviously. They're both ready to put their body through anything they need to put their body through. Pain, sweat, blood, tears. All have been shown. And here comes the massive slaps by Tripp. And now Tripp's getting warmed up, Jimmy.
And here he goes. Shades of Rikishi. You figure you might see Lance Anoa'i do that match. Oh, and Tripp may have just hurt his back.
Yeah, nobody home there, Jim. Xavier Fate's got it scouted out, I'm telling you. It's not like he just walked in here, stumbled in here, and figured out that he had a match against Tripp. This guy's been studying all along. He knows what's going on.
And Xavier Fate with some chops and forearms of his own here. Taking it to Tripp. And he keeps Tripp isolated at the corner. Now he's going to throw him up on the top rope.
Telling you, Jim, he's scouted. Scouted. He has scouted Tripp. He's going to walk out of here tonight with the title. And you're going to be surprised somehow, as I've told you all night, that he's going to walk out of here.
Tripp fighting back. Slams his head. Looks like Tripp's going to go up and over maybe. And Xavier Fate face down in the middle of the ring right now. Oh, and almost a 3
But
count.
it wasn't, Jimmy, it wasn't. And Tripp's probably a big enough loser to count 2.5, doesn't he? About as high as you can go, isn't it?
I cannot confirm or deny that. I think Carmelo Anthony is a great player.
Oh, yeah, okay, Junior. I believe under New York State Athletic Commission, you actually are still officiating a match back from 2011. But that's another story.
Xavier Fate just jaw jacks Tripp. Was off with a single leg drop kick.
Yeah, and what a single leg drop kick it was, Jimmy. Oh! And if Sonny Randall would have been in position, we would have had a new champion. Xavier Fate feels robbed, and I don't think he should feel anything but.
Yes, that was so close. I mean, I think Xavier Fate was just about ready to jump for joy. For Sonny Randall, slow Sonny Randall.
More accurately.
And there goes Xavier Fate once again after that U.S. championship.
No.
And what's Randall doing? Look, he can use that if he wants to. Oh! Sonny Randall just inadvertently hit Tripp with the title belt.
Yeah, Xavier Fate, smart. Another smart move for Xavier Fate.
Fate can't believe his luck. And Tripp's knocked out without Fate even touching him. Randall's gonna have to count this. Count!
Sonny doesn't want to count this.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Sonny knows that he had a part in that. He didn't want to make that count.
What are you talking about?
And cheat him out of it.
Cheat him out of it? He just cheated Xavier Fate out of his first ECPW title reign.
Tripp, though, he's still down on the mat. Xavier should stop jaw-jacking at Sonny.
As far as I'm concerned, Xavier Fate should be the United States champion right now, Jim.
Well, it looks like he might be setting up for that lariat, Phil. He just took off that elbow pad. And here he goes. And Tripp takes him down with that reverse DDT of sorts, and there he's got him in that choke again. And that submission move.
Xavier Fate's got to hold on, Jim, and he's trying to. He's not going to give up on his own. And he might be out. And he is.
It's over.
And a miscarriage of justice has been served here in Elmira. Still. Xavier Fate, and you know it, Jim, you can't even dispute this, should be the United States champion right now. What is this crap? You're going to tell me that the referee can sit here and pick who he's going to count to 3 for?
You're right, I have to agree.
Of course I'm right. Xavier Fate just got screwed.
Xavier Fate should be our U.S. champion.
Thank you.
But he's not. So you got to deal with it, Bravado.
I don't have to deal with anything. I'm going to have to deal with going to Keith Zimmer or Dave Dubar or whoever the hell will listen to me and getting Sonny Randall's referee license revoked. This is a disgrace of officiating, and you, a former official, should be absolutely disgusted with what just went down.
Like I said, you're right, Xavier Fate.
I can't believe you're not more disgusted, though. What, so that's just how it crumbles, huh? That's what the cookie crumbles. That's how just things happen, huh? Around here in ECPW, we don't have to count to 3 logically or legally or right down the middle. No. We're just going to count for whoever we want to win. Absolutely disgusting. Sonny Randall should have his license revoked.
Be that as it may, Tripp is still our United States champion here in ECPW. Whether you like it or not, Bravado, he still got the title. Was it Xavier Fate screwed? Yes, he was. But there's nothing you or I can do about it now.
Not now, Jimmy, but I guarantee you the ECPW offices are going to be hearing from me, Mr. Bravado, on Monday with an official complaint. An official complaint.
I don't know how far that's going to get you, Bravado.
Well, unlike you, Jimmy, I got pull around here. Xavier Fate looks on, he can't believe it. He doesn't understand why the belt's not over his shoulder. And Tripp is going to walk out of here looking like a hero. That's the most disgusting part to me.
I think you're just upset because Xavier Fate lost the match.
Well, of course I am, and especially in the way that he did. Jimmy, it really does concern me as a former official how you think this is just all right. How this just is how things happen here in ECPW. Absolutely ridiculous. I see 5 officials standing over there, and not one of them can count to 3.